Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 30 of my 2022 Mexico series. 30? Can you believe it? This is another 4K walk around video in another area of Mexico City. The last one was in Narvarte, and the point of that video was to show you another area of the city that you could potentially stay in if you're visiting the capital city of Mexico. This area I actually stayed in a couple of years ago, only for about 2 nights though, so I didn't really get to explore very much. Isn't it beautiful? Like normally you would see a little kiosco in these central plazas, but look at it. It's ginormous. This is truly iconic. Let's take a look around. Interesting design, isn't it? There's a graduation going on here. Let's try not to interrupt that as I normally do. Congratulations, felicidades everyone. Is there another way up onto it? Yes. Oh, let's just go up this side. They're not taking a photo yet. Wow, look at this. This is really different, isn't it? Got this huge dome up here. Wowzers. Lovely. So this area of the city, I believe, kind of came into being in the late 19th century, and I believe it was primarily for people with a bit of money that didn't want to stay in like the central area of the city. Yes, that's what Wikipedia told me. And it was in its heyday in like around the 1930s or up until then. And since then, people of varying levels of wealth have moved to the area, but many of the original buildings and much of the original architecture has remained, which we'll see as we head out of this central area. Look at that stunning fountain. Mexi dog. Now we have music. I don't care if it's copyrighted anymore, okay? This is one of my final Mexico videos. I really don't give a shit. YouTube, you can demonetize me. Classic Mexico City on a Sunday. The city kind of has a different feel on a Sunday. Many areas in the city are kind of closed off to traffic, such as the Reforma. I think you can ride your bike down there. And you get things like this, you know, dancing in the middle of a plaza. Truly iconic. Okay, let's head out of this area now and take a look around Santa Maria la Ribera. Okay, let's cross over. Nice little cafes here. The Michoacana over there, helado. Now, I've got to be honest, I haven't felt too well since I've been back in Mexico City. Hence, the last video and this one have been 4K walkarounds because I've just not been in the right position health-wise to be filming regular videos. But I know many of you enjoy these ones, so it's all right. I think I said in the last one that that was my penultimate one, but that was wrong. There will be another one after this that I'm filming tomorrow, the day before my flight out of Mexico. Okay, excuse me, I'm just gonna adjust the camera slightly because I think it's a little too high up. There we go.
¿Dónde puede grabar, amigo?
Hola. Right, let's head down this way. Now, if you look on the map, this area is relatively small. It's kind of like square in shape. And it almost does feel like it has its own little community, you know, as we've seen in that central area. Close to here is Buena Vista Shopping Mall and Biblioteca Vasconcelos, which is this really amazing library which was actually in my first ever Mexico video 4 years ago. Hence, I wanted to come back to this area to kind of go back to the beginning, you know? A lot of the buildings there kind of similar to areas like Roma. You get that sort of similar feel around here. Even though I say it's quite small, it's as usual underestimating the size of areas. Typical. Nice building over there. Oh wow, look at that building over there. We're heading back to that central area and we'll go past there probably. Yeah, the buildings might look sort of old and a little bit dilapidated around this area. Similarly in Roma actually, but I think that's what gives them the charm, you know? Cat cafe? Surely there can't be cats in there. Honestly, one of those crazy cat cafes in Japan. I went to one on Christmas Day once. Classic. So what do you think about staying here when you're in Mexico City? I think it's quite a nice area actually. It's relatively close to, as I said, Buena Vista metro station, Guerrero, a little bit down the road, which is on the Bogey Green line that goes up to Indios Verdes and down to the UNAM University. It's also relatively close to Hidalgo and Centro Histórico as well. It's Santa Maria is just to the west of the central area. If you head down from here, past the library, past Guerrero, you get to Lagunilla, Mercado, Tepito, and then you're kind of in central, you know? Oh, look at that building. Let's zoom in. That is an icon. Beautiful. Hola. Okay. De nada. Gracias, señor. Oh, look. Oh, it's the museum. Brilliant. That is stunning, isn't it? Look at that building. Yeah, the guys with the little wind-up music player things. I remember I said a joke about them once, like they wouldn't get very far on X Factor. All they've got to do is turn a wheel, a lever rather. Museo di Instituto di... Hang on, there's a tree in the way. Oh, geology. Brilliant. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Take a closer look. Big clock up the top with these columns. Ooh, it's nice. Oh, dude. I don't know what he just said. Brilliant. Probably I can't film, which is pretty standard. If you're watching and you've been to Mexico City and you've been to a lot of different areas, what areas would you recommend? Let me know in the comments. You know, I'm not talking about the usual ones, Condesa. What other areas are a little bit different for you? Provide a little bit of variety when you come to Mexico City. One of my favourites has got to be Iztapalapa. I stayed there twice, I think probably coming to about 2 months. Yeah, a lot of people say it's the most dangerous area, but you know, whatever. Why Iztapalapa? I would say it's just because it allows you to kind of integrate if you want to. You know, you won't find many native English speakers there, and it's very much kind of real life Mexico City, you know, ginormous part of the city. I filmed a couple of videos there. Salon Paris. Oh, I keep falling over. I like the exterior with that green and cream tiling or whatever. Oh. Gizmo. Oh my god. Requires medicine. Oh, what an angel. I hope he's okay. Nice little independent coffee shops and cafes around here. Sundays are a nice day to come out for a walk actually in Mexico City, because it is very quiet, you know. Sunday, the day of rest, although not in my case. And it gives you a bit of a opportunity to explore when it's a little bit more peaceful, you know, because Mexico City can be a bit chaotic to say the least. Okay, let's go down here. Sorry, I'm zooming in and out a lot today. There's lots of nice buildings. Oh, was ist das? Oh, it's a school, I think. Primary, secondary. Inscripciones abiertas. Brilliant. Open inscriptions of... I was going to say anus. No, it's not anus. Okay, I'm actually going to bring this part of the video to a close in a moment, because I'm going to go to the library that I mentioned, as this is one of my last videos. I don't know if I'll be able to film inside. I could last time, but we'll see. So that was a bit of Santa Maria la Ribera, or whatever, La Ribera. Dios mío. Hope you liked having a look around. I'll see you at the library. Okay, we're back at Buena Vista. There's the train station and the mall is behind it. And the biblioteca is up here. Oh, no, gracias. Yeah, there's a train in there outside the Estación. You can see it in the distance there. But we're going to the library. I'll probably have to stop as I go in, because you know what Mexico's like, and then covertly do it when I'm inside, if it's open. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay, it is open. Brilliant. You might notice that it looks like grey and crap and concrete, but trust me, inside it's amazing. I literally filmed the first part of my first ever video in Mexico, like right there. So we are back to the beginning, well and truly. Okay, I had forgotten how amazingly cool this library is. Look at it. It's so unique. Obviously I'm in a library and also trying to avoid security guards, so I'm speaking quietly. This really brings back fond memories of like day one in Mexico years ago. I remember this hanging skeleton. I don't think it's real. It feels like it kind of goes on forever, you know? It's a great place for photos. I'm truly shocked because finally I haven't been told off for filming yet. Stunning. So that is Biblioteca Vasconcelos. Iconic site in Mexico City. Awesome. I'll see you next time for my final video in Mexico ever. Serious this time. We're going to be having another trip to a place which was in one of my first videos. We'll be eating somewhere hopefully where I ate many years ago. The first place I had a specific dish that you know I love, beginning with the letter G. See you next time. I'll catch you later.